So I saw a response to a tweet the other day, and I knew that I just had to like save this video for later. And because I'm still procrastinating on writing, then I'm gonna show you all this video and react to it. So this is about like how it's not mostly about in terms of startups, it's not mostly about the founder of the startup. It's about their early hires because the first followers are actually the people that get the movement going. And this guy sent this video that kind of reflects that idea that the first follower is actually more important than just the leader, because otherwise the leader just looks delusional. So let's go ahead and watch this video. How much am I covering? I don't think I'm covering that. Oh, shoot. I need to turn on the audio. Okay. Now we're watching this video. And wait. Ooh. My headphones aren't doing anything. Okay. Now.
If you've learned a lot about leadership and making a movement, then let's watch a movement happen start to finish in under 3 minutes and dissect some lessons. First, of course, a leader needs the guts to stand alone and look ridiculous. But what he's doing is so simple, it's almost instructional. This is key. You must be easy to follow. Now here comes the first follower with a crucial role. He publicly shows everyone else how to follow. Notice how the leader embraces him as an equal. So it's not about the leader anymore. It's about them, plural. Notice how he's calling to his friends to join in. So he takes guts to...
Yeah, so that was literally the most important part, was he started and he was just like doing his own thing, but this guy coming in is everything.
Be a first follower. You stand out and you brave ridicule yourself. Being a first follower is an underappreciated form of leadership. The first follower transforms a lone nut into a leader. If the leader is the flint, the first follower is the spark that really makes the fire. Now here's the second follower. This is a turning point. It's proof the first has done well. Now it's not a lone nut and it's not two nuts. 3 is a crowd and a crowd is news. A movement must be public. Make sure outsiders see more than just the leader. Everyone needs to see the followers because new followers emulate followers, not the leader.
There's 5 people.
Now here come 2 more people, then 3 more immediately.
Oh.
Now we've got momentum. This is the tipping point, and now we have a movement. As more people jump in, it's no longer risky. If they were on the fence before, there's no reason not to join in now. They won't stand out, they won't be ridiculed, and they will be part of the in crowd if they hurry. And over the next minute, you'll see the rest who prefer to stay part of the crowd, because eventually they'd be ridiculed for not joining. And ladies and gentlemen, that is how a movement is made. So let's recap what we've learned. If you are a version of the shirtless dancing guy, all alone, remember the importance of nurturing your first few followers as equals, making everything clearly about the movement, not you. Be public, be easy to follow. But the biggest lesson here, did you catch it? Leadership is overglorified. Yes, it started with the shirtless guy, and he'll get all the credit, but you saw what really happened. It was the first follower that transformed a lone nut into a leader. There's no movement without the first follower. See, we're told that we all need to be leaders, but that would be really ineffective. The best way to make a movement, if you really care, is to courageously follow and show others how to follow. When you find a lone nut doing something great, have the guts to be the first person to stand up and join in.
So I actually had something like this happen pretty recently. Now, admittedly, I wasn't the first follower. I was the lead person leading this, which was that I started doing Tuesday dinners. And what I would do is I would go to a location and go to a location on Tuesday and say, okay, I'm going to have dinner here. And if anyone wants to join me, they can join me. And I started that 3 weeks ago now, and I was in a bunch of these like Facebook group chats, and from just messaging there, that I was like, hey, I'm gonna do this thing, if anyone wants to join me, they can join me. And the first week that I did it, there was one guy that joined me. So that one guy was the first follower. And then I think literally the second week that I did it, then a bunch of people were more interested in it, and then the admin of the freaking message group made an event for it and everything, and I like definitely over doubled the number of people that were there. I think we had like 9 or 10 people that time, and then I was out the next week, and then this week we had around like 8, 9 people. So yeah, that great example of the okay, it doesn't like you have a lot of difficulty getting people to do a thing if it doesn't seem like there's other people doing that thing. So you need that momentum of like, oh, okay, this is a thing where people go to it, and because people go to it, I'm gonna start going to it because there's no risk involved of being like, oh, if I go to this thing, I'm gonna be the only person there, and blah blah blah. Whereas I am okay with that. So for me, this dinner thing was like, okay, if I go to dinner and no one shows up, then I get dinner. So it doesn't matter to me. In fact, when the crowd gets bigger, that kind of gets more annoying because now I have to like deal with more people and be like, oh boy, did I make sure to talk to everyone? Duh, 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 if you're like the host of the thing or stuff like that. So yeah, really cool. I like this video. I'm gonna save this video for the rest of my life because it's very important to remember that you need that first person to get the ball rolling. You need to establish a group. And I'm not particularly great at being the first follower in this context. But in the context of being a leader, you have to understand that you need to gain followers in order for things to work out. So good lesson. I'm glad I found that video. So like if you like, dislike if you dislike, leave a comment letting me know why you like or dislike. And I will see you all later. Bye-bye.